Hey, what's up guys, my name is Shubham Kejriwal and you just launched the Unicorn smartphone here in India along with some good specifications for a price tag of 13,000 Indian rupees. So in this video we are going to discuss about that device and take a look at what the device offers for that pricing. The device will be available on Flipkart really very soon and the registrations for it have been already started. Yes, without any further ado, let's get started and talk about this device in this short video and decide whether this phone is worth buying. Firstly, we would have to talk about the new OS which you have been talking about a lot. So this new OS is known as the Android on steroids OS, which is specifically for U devices and it has a really weird name, I know, and basically they have been calling it AOS the whole time, and this is basically vanilla OS, the stock Android, along with some many more features which you can experience on UI. Like, it is basically like Stanzen mod but with many more features. But I can do another whole video about this thing, the Android on steroids UI, and if you want me to do so, just hit the yes button on this poll over here which I've started, and I would definitely know whether you want it or not and would definitely decide on whether I make that video or not. So yes, just hit this poll, yes or no, and I would definitely know that. And now talking about the device, we have quite nice things to be looking at this device. So basically this device is made out of metal completely, and what the company has been saying is that this device is made out of aluminum alloy, which is a special kind of alloy in which while it ages, it looks more beautiful. I don't know how it is happening or what is the whole procedure behind it, but they showed us that the process was very complicated and that it is a wine effect and that while the phone ages, it would make it look much more beautiful. But they have been bragging about it so much that it should definitely work. Moreover, the device will be coming in 3 colors, which is Rush Silver, Graphite and Rush Gold, and basically the Rush Gold variant is a limited edition variant which would be available for just few starting sales, and later wouldn't be available. So for me, it is like the Meizu M3 Note and the Le 1S had a baby and we got the Unicorn as the result. I don't know. It's mostly like the Meizu M3 Note, but with the chamfered edges, it does give that Le 1S look too. It also has a 2.5D glass at the front to protect the display, and it is basically a Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. The company is also saying that the bezels on this device are much thinner to what we would expect a device from 5.5-inch display to have, and that is again a thing which we would be taking a look really carefully. Talking about the performance of this device, the hardware, we have the Helio P10 processor inside, which is basically a processor with 8 A53 cores, which is underclocked from what we had on the X10. So this is basically what you want to know, and along with that we also have a really good feature that this device supports 4 GB of RAM, and that is definitely very nice for the price it is supporting. Also, the device is based on 64-bit architecture along with 32 GB of inbuilt storage, which is expandable up to 128 GB via micro SD card. They've also been saying that you would also be getting free cloud storage, which would be supported by you officially, and they would be giving 32 GB of onboard storage of that cloud storage, and definitely it would be something integrated with the phone. So basically they're trying to do something like Nextbit on a smaller scale, of course, and that should mean that you have 32 GB inbuilt along with the 32 GB cloud storage. So storage shouldn't be that great of a problem here. Also on the device we have a fingerprint scanner which is placed right in the front, and it is a really fast fingerprint scanner according to the company, obviously, and it is a 0.3 seconds registration and reaction timing fingerprint scanner like what we had on other devices. It's nothing new, and along with that they have also been encouraging that this device would be supporting fingerprint scanner security payment via the wallet, U-Wallet, which is another feature of the OS which we would be talking about in the other video if we make so. And yeah, the fingerprint scanner would support it, and that is definitely very nice, but the feature is yet to come and we would experience it a bit later. Also, we have a display of 5.5 inches which is full HD at the front side, and according to the company it has a contrast ratio of 1000 to 1, which is best in its class, and it's definitely really very nice. Talking about the camera on the device, we have a 13MP rear camera along with 5MP front facing camera, and the rear camera supports EIS and live filters and stuff like that. Basically the OS has been given more priority, the software has given more priority regarding the camera except for the hardware, and basically the camera quality should be just average and not that great. Talking about the audio on the smartphone, we would be having support for DTS audio enhanced speakers, and that is definitely a very nice thing which we are seeing for the first time under this much budget. So definitely you is trying to enhance and give their users the most out of their phones within a very good budget. So talking about the last point for what they mentioned in that event was that the battery life. So basically this device would be having a really massive battery life They didn't reveal the exact capacity of it, but what this told us that the device was having a really good standby time and very good usage time for about 4 days for an average user. So that is definitely mind boggling if that happens to be true. And according to them, at a loop playback and a loop test, they were able to get a playback of around 18 hours. And I don't know if it is true or not, but it sounds pretty utopic. But we'll get to that later on when we know the battery capacity and if we get the phone for ourselves. And yeah, that is basically it for what I had for this device. Basically, this device sounds pretty nice, and the specifications for that price range is definitely very nice, and it is the first time we are having 4 GB of RAM for under 13,000, and that is definitely really tremendous of a job done by you. And I hope that it doesn't turn out to be that bad of a phone when compared to other Yu devices which failed to give what they were expected to, and I think that it might be a game changer for you then. And yeah, that is basically it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.